Hey everybody, we're here today. My name is Nick Gumpert and we got Deena Willis, my team leader. We're with the Royal Realty Group at RE/MAX Top Producers. And today we are at Foothill Restaurant here in Pasadena. And what do we want to talk about?
Well, we want to talk about the communities in the Foothill communities. We're right here at the Foothill Restaurant, which is appropriate. But many times when people come to the area, they ask me as their advisor and agent, I'm looking for a home in Pasadena. And what I like to do is ask why Pasadena, because there's many wonderful communities that offer different things that they may be looking for. So I thought it would be good to give just a broad brush overview of what the other communities in the San Gabriel Valley and the 210 corridor have to offer.
Yeah, so let's start with La Cañada. That's the most northwest community that we have in the San Gabriel Valley. And I know it's known for its good school districts. I know it has some bigger properties. I think that the median property price right now is about 2.9 million. But what else can you tell us about La Cañada? It is.
La Cañada, if people desire one of the best school systems in California, that's what they're going to find. It's also, they call it an LC bubble because we're here in LA, but if you want to get away, it has, a more rural feel. That even though you have a very nice community, it has large homes and small homes. It has a great public school, but it also has some private schools in the area. And what you're going to get are some newer homes because you have some homes that were built after 1960. And if you're familiar with our area at all, we were built out in the early 1920s through the 40s, all the way up until about 1960. So to have quite a few homes built after 1960 is a plus.
Sure.
Because you get a lot of one-story, large, contemporary homes.
Yep, makes sense. And so let's start working our way down that 210. So then it brings us into Altadena. Altadena, I know, is known for some larger lots that back up against the foothills there. Gives a sense of privacy. What else can you tell us about that?
It is. Many people like Altadena that are more of a free spirit because when Altadena was created or populated, they didn't want street lights. They didn't want sidewalks per se. They wanted to do their own thing with their lots, and it's seen that way today. You have larger lots. You have tree-lined streets, and many of the since it's in the foothill, you have a definite slope up the mountain to the San Gabriel Valley. You're close to hiking, and you have large homes and small homes, and some are built, I'd say, past 1960, but you still have a majority of character homes and stucco homes, like you might see in Pasadena.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you just touched on it. So let's now get into Deena's territory, Pasadena, Deena. And it's known, of course, for the Rose Bowl, right? It's known for some of those big events. You got the Rose Parade that happens every year. But what else? What else is an attraction for Pasadena?
We do. Well, Pasadena, everybody knows it pretty much worldwide because of the Rose Festival. But more than that, it's so much more. It's probably the most culturally diverse of all communities, even in the LA area. Because it's one of the oldest. You have Caltech, you have Fuller Seminary, you have Pasadena City College, which people come from all over the world to attend. But not only that, when you look at the city from the Rose Bowl all the way to the east, it was settled that way. So you're going to find your older homes next to the Rose Bowl, and then as you go all the way out east, we were pretty much landlocked. All of the lots have been built out by 1960, and so that you're going to get out to Hastings Ranch area, and that's what we call our new development because that's when they really had like development of communities by that point. But you get all different types of houses and lots. When you're south down around what they still call the Langham area, you'll find large estates and multi-million-dollar mansions and homes. But the Pasadena community is so diverse that you'll find starter condos, You'll find small homes under 1,000 square feet, and homes range all the way up to, thousands of square feet. You can find flat lots. You find some of the communities within Pasadena in the hills. So it really gives a wide range of choice to what most people may be looking for.
Right.
Of course, we're conveniently located. So many people like Pasadena because if you work on the east side or the west side, it's kind of an in-between middle ground. And it has wonderful restaurants, the Norton Simon Museum. So culturally, it is very desirable for a wide range of people, which is probably why it's so culturally diverse.
Sure. Makes sense. And so let's keep making that trek down that 210 corridor, and that brings us to Arcadia. And I know Arcadia is known for a lot of its outdoor attractions. You've got an arboretum there that attracts a lot of people. You've got the Santa Anita racetrack right next door. You have the Westfield Santa Anita Mall right there, Santa Anita Park. A lot of outdoor opportunities to take advantage of. What else in Arcadia?
And I would have to say with Arcadia, it's nice because now you're getting out to where they have homes that are on a larger scale that are newer. You're going to find many homes that were built after 1980 even. And the school system is top notch for the Arcadia area. So if you're looking for something specific in a family that's looking at schools, Arcadia can be a top choice for that. Shopping, they have a wonderful mall there, and food, they have right there on Huntington Drive is known as what? A food, there's a name for it. I can't think of it. There is a particular name for it because it's Restaurant Row. That's it.
There you go.
They have Restaurant Row.
Yep.
So, but they have a lot of chain restaurants, but they also have little niche restaurants that are only known to Arcadia.
Sure.
And one of them is the Derby.
And now that brings us to a very desirable city, I know, in Sierra Madre. It's a smaller community, in and around 10,000-ish people. I know the school system is very well known, which makes it a desirable space. You get, I know, a little bit older, larger lots, but not necessarily older homes. Can you tell us a little bit more about what we get in Sierra Madre? Well,
Sierra Madre, and I could be wrong, but I've sold there for quite a while, and I see it as an old mountain hunting town. Personally, they have a lot of cabins that are up in the hills, and so there's really a unique niche for small windy streets once you're way up into the foothills. But when you're downtown Sierra Madre, it's absolutely gorgeous. They have an old small downtown that has a Mayberry feel. You have some new homes throughout Sierra Madre, but you also have some old character homes as well. They have condos, so you're going to find townhomes and condominiums, because there are some communities in the area that don't have those in abundance. And they do. And so I'd say that it's very diverse in ages too, from young families and older retarees. And the school is great. It actually is a part of the Pasadena public school, but Sierra Madre, it in itself is a small bubble, like you said, of 10,000 homes. And it's a very close-knit community. And they have a great elementary school and a wonderful middle school that then feeds into Pasadena public school.
And to give you that small town feel, I know Sierra Madre, little fun fact, it doesn't have any stoplights. It just has stop signs and four-way stops, so that's how small it is. That's how, not that it's underdeveloped, but it just has kept that original piece to it.
It is. And I'm not an ice cream fan, but my favorite ice cream place is right there downtown.
There you go. With that little corner space with a whole bunch of mom and pop shops.
It is. It's a wonderful, wonderful place to be. And again, with a lot of rich history.
Well, now we keep moving east, and let's get into my home city of Monrovia. It's very well known for its Friday night market that attracts people really from all over the San Gabriel Valley. But Deena, you understand and know Monrovia better than I still, even though I've resided there for a couple of years.
I'll have to say Monrovia has been a great secret that's been kept from a lot of people throughout the San Gabriel Valley, except to those that live there, because it does. Many people like the old old town feel of Pasadena, the rich history.
Yep.
But if you're priced out of Pasadena, I have a lot of young couples that, want that feel and don't know anything about Monrovia. And the first thing they say is, I don't know anything about it.
Yep.
And once I take them there, take them to a Friday night and experience the festival, or the market right downtown and what they have to offer, and really some diverse restaurants on their main street.
Yes.
And walkable sidewalk, tree lined, lighted streets.
Yep.
And then they also being up against the foothills. They also have some eclectic, larger homes right up against the Foothill community.
Yep. And they're, again, it's easy to find things to do outdoors, right? Again, hiking trails for all of these communities is such an ease of access. And Monrovia is no different when we think of opportunities to be outdoors and reasons to take you outdoors. When it comes to lifestyle, that location will allow you the opportunities to do. And bordering, I'm sorry, go ahead.
And convenience.
Yes.
I mean, it is a convenient community in which to live if you're commuting.
Yep. Yeah. And speaking of convenience, now we bump up one more community over into Duarte.
Yep.
And convenience of, you got the 210 access, but then you have the 605 that'll take you down into the LA area. Tell us a little bit about Duarte, because it's a little bit smaller.
It is. Duarte is a little smaller, but what makes it unique is when we keep talking about the age of homes and what you're going to find. You're going to find that this community, a lot of it was built out in the 80s. When you see some of the architecture and structure, they do have a lot of townhomes and condos, and they also have an area called Fish Canyon, which is a beautiful area in which to live, with large one-story homes on decent-sized lots that sit there right in the foothills. But also the Gold Line for the 210, which is not the 210 freeway, which goes right through. You also have the Gold Line, which was completed a couple years ago. So if you want to take the train into Pasadena or into LA, it's accessible by train.
Yep.
And you're right there at the 605. So say you're not commuting east to west, but you're commuting south.
Yep.
You hit the 605 and you can go straight on down to Orange County.
Right.
Cut over, you've got Long Beach.
Yep.
It makes that a really great commuter city.
Yep, absolutely.